Hi! What a privilege to talk about my favorite passage from my favorite gospel, the Gospel of Luke, the evangelist. The gospel story for today is one of the most beautiful stories to remember for all time. It is a program for life. We are to reflect in our lives the mercy and love of God for everyone. If the Gospel of Mark has the confession of Peter as its central point, the Gospel of Matthew has the Last Judgment, where the sheep and the goats are separated based on what they did to the sick, to those in prison, to those who were hungry and thirsty, to those who were naked. Meanwhile, the Gospel of John focuses on the washing of the feet. And for our Gospel today, Luke, Jesus' central message is captured in the parable of the Good Samaritan. It maps out the strategic life plan. It is the core message of Jesus according to Luke. Jesus' life and death and eternal life afterwards revolves around the core message of helping the person in need, beyond borders, especially those at the margins, and those who have been excluded by society because of their economic or social class they are born to, because of gender, because of skin color, because of the lack of education, because of their religious beliefs, because of their sexual orientation, and all these other things that our societies often create and use as boundaries to present us from real, caring, and meaningful relationships with everyone else. The story of the Good Samaritan is a story of the formula for a happy and meaningful life. Life is not really about getting everything we dream personally in our life, but rather about seeing the world around us, judging what has to be done based on what God would want for us, and acting in the line of what Jesus would have us do. It is the formula for the life here and for the life after this one. Seeing, judging, acting. There is no mention, take note, there is no mention of how often the Samaritan went to their church and worshipped according to custom, or even if he prayed daily. What is in fact mentioned is that at least two others did not stop to help a wounded person because they were on their way. One was even a priest. They were on their way and could not even be dirtied, or more seriously, bothered by a man in serious need of help. God's judgment on this is harsh. The one who is praised is the Samaritan, who is good not because he went to temple regularly or fasted often, but because the Samaritan sees straight into the heart of God and knows that God's will is for us to help others, especially the marginalized, and he acts swiftly. Jesus is Luke's Good Samaritan. In Jesus, the Good Samaritan, we see God himself and the ideal human being, how he wants us to be, reflecting God's image and likeness.